Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k16 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. We're here with this week's main event and Smackdown, the first one for this series. We're coming off the draft, which took place on Monday Night Raw. If you did miss that episode, make sure you go back and check it out. Of course, if you did miss WrestleMania as well, our last pay-per-view, make sure you check that as well. So, I think just want to clear a few things up with you guys this episode. I didn't really explain all the title holders in the last episode, so I just want to show you guys who does have the championships. So, Dean Ambrose for Raw is the world champion. US champion is Dolph Ziggler. We got the tag team champions of Mark Henry and Kane, and our Divas champion at the moment is Naomi. Over on the Smackdown side of things, Kevin Owens is our world champion, and the Intercontinental champion is Bray Wyatt. And as you can see for our tag team champions, it still says Mark Henry and Kane, but this is actually wrong. Smackdown has its own tag team titles, the World Tag Team Championships. They're currently held by the Dudley Boys, and of course they're not in the game, so we have to download a version of them, and we're still just waiting for a decent version of them to come out, so they are on a little bit of a hiatus. They're on vacation, sabbatical for a couple weeks until we bring them back. So anyways, this week's main event, we have The Ascension. Good to have them good looking in the game. They're coming up against Mark Henry and Kane, the Hall of Destruction. Alicia Fox, she's back. She faces Emma, our former Divas champion, one-on-one here tonight as well. And the final match on main event is going to be a fatal four-way. Big Show, Neville, Jack Swagger, and Xavier Woods. Neville and Woods just joining the Smackdown brand for Smackdown's best. And they will compete in a fatal four-way. So, our first contest, it is The Ascension knocking off the tag team champions. So, Henry and Kane, well, they've taken a little bit of a step back there. Emma has defeated Alicia Fox as well, so not the return that Alicia Fox was hoping for. And in our fatal four-way matchup, it is going to be, here we go, it is going to be Jack Swagger. Big win for him, but for now, let's move on to Smackdown. Ladies and gentlemen, the man you have been waiting to see all this time, he is back. Heath Slater has finally returned to Universe Mode. One of the greatest superstars we've ever seen. And everybody was missing him. Everybody was wishing he would come back. And he's finally gracing us with his presence. Heath Slater is here. Thank goodness the former tag team champion is back right here on SmackDown. The brand that he was originally fired from. He's been hired back thanks to the draft. He's back here on SmackDown. And tonight he's going to come back and give us a grand speech about how amazing it is to have him back. I'm so thrilled, so thrilled to have Heath Slater back. I think he could do great things here on SmackDown. I think you guys are going to really enjoy Heath Slater's return. He is just a phenomenal superstar, and I cannot wait to see what he does now that he's back here on SmackDown. So, let's go check in with Heath Slater and see what exactly he has to say about where he's been, what he's been up to, and what he's going to do now that he's back. Did y'all miss me? Did everybody miss me? I'm back, baby. The one-man rock band. It's back right here on SmackDown. You know, I'm back here tonight, and I'm back here on SmackDown because I want to be a world champion. That's right. Heath Slater. I'm gonna be a champion of the world one day. Kevin Owens, I don't care about you. You may be the fastest rising star in the history of Universe Mode, but I don't care. I could beat you in the middle of the ring anytime, any place. And Brock Lesnar, you not scary, man. I could kick your ass with my eyes blindfolded. And I don't care who else in the back wants to step up. You know what? Tonight, we're going to do ourselves a little bit of an open challenge. A bit of karaoke night. Open mic night. Anybody to step up to the ring. Anybody to step up and face me like a man, one-on-one. I invite anybody in the back to come out here and take me on, because I guarantee the world that this is a brand new Heath Slater. This is not a Heath Slater that is going to be laughed upon by everybody. This is a Heath Slater that is going to take over this brand. This is a Heath Slater that is going to take over the world, baby. This is going to be my best-selling album yet. And my first single is called The Return. And tonight, my return is going to be a bestseller. So whoever the hell wants to come out here and take me on, I invite you to come out to the ring right now, because I am more than ready. Well, who's it going to be? Oh my! Randy Orton taking the challenge tonight that Heath Slater has sent out to everybody in the back. Randy Orton making his SmackDown return after being on Raw and being drafted over to SmackDown on the last episode of Universe Mode. Randy Orton is back, ladies and gentlemen, and he's going to take Heath Slater's challenge, which will arguably be the toughest challenge in his career, the biggest challenge of his life. Facing Heath Slater one-on-one, it doesn't get much bigger than this for Randy Orton. In fact, if he beats Heath Slater tonight, I don't think he's going to do that, by the way. If he can beat Heath Slater tonight, this could immediately impress the world, impress our GM, and GM Edge will have no choice but to give Randy a title shot, because beating Heath Slater is like beating the world. There's just no bigger victory than that. So tonight, Randy Orton has a huge challenge ahead of him. It's the one-man rock band. It's Heath Slater and the Viper, the Apex Predator. He's back here on SmackDown to take the challenge, and he looks ready to go, I think. I mean, Randy Orton has been very frustrated. He's been very vocal about his Raw status, and he's told us earlier this week that he was very happy to be drafted over to SmackDown. So here we go, Heath Slater, Randy Orton one-on-one tonight. Here we go. And it's Heath Slater. Oh, look at his right hands from Slater. Slater on fire already. Oh, he takes down Randy. Well, what about that from Heath Slater? He looks very good tonight. He looks ready to go. Another right hand. This time a left. A couple of nice jabs there. And Randy Orton is down. Heath Slater dominating this match. What can Randy... Oh, Randy Orton with the counter. And now Randy Orton. Uh-oh, Randy Orton. Here we go. DDT to Heath Slater. And we know what normally comes after this. Heath Slater could be in a little bit of trouble. Well, he looks so good, Slater. And the RKO. RKO by Randy Orton. And that's it. It's over. Well, he put up a good fight. But Heath Slater cannot beat the Viper tonight. Randy Orton with a huge victory. And wait a minute, Randy Orton has the mic in his hand. What will he say? Cut the music, cut the music. Listen, beating Heath Slater tonight, who cares? Nobody cares about Heath Slater. Tonight is about me. Tonight's about Randy Orton and my return to SmackDown. Because you see, Heath Slater's return is not the biggest return of the night. Me being back is the most important thing that you people need to know about. Because tonight, this is going to be a new Randy Orton. I've been on Raw for over a year now. And you see, getting drafted to SmackDown was perhaps the best thing that's ever happened to me, because I was not even on the WrestleMania card. The SmackDown GM Edge has given me a huge opportunity to be here, unlike The Rock over on Raw. And I know The Rock has some differences with me. I know The Rock does not personally like me, and this is not about The Rock. I don't care about him anymore. But The Rock refused to give me opportunities on Raw because of his personal hatred towards me. But now it's a new clean slate, and now this is a time that I'm not going to take no for an answer, because tonight this is the new Randy Orton. This is everybody being put on watch in the back, because I am here on SmackDown and I'm not going to take no for an answer. I'm going to do what I want when I want. I'm going to take what I want when I want, and there's not a goddamn thing that anybody can do about it, because I am sick to death of waiting in the back for my shot. I have been a WWE champion in the past. I've been at the pinnacle. I've main evented WrestleMania. I've done everything there is to do. And I've been disrespected for the past 3 months. And I'm tired of it. Now, here on SmackDown, things are going to change, whether you like it or not. Well, Randy Orton has had enough. And here on SmackDown, he's looking to change his career and turn things around. We're here on SmackDown this week as we have the New Day, the newest members of the tag team division here on SmackDown, coming up against the Wyatt family. Jack Swagger goes one-on-one with Neville. Of course, Jack Swagger just won that Fatal 4-Way on main event. John Cena goes one-on-one with The Big Show as well. Golden Stardust in action against the former tag team champions, the Usos. Christian, the man who couldn't win the TLC match at WrestleMania, he's back in action, coming up against Damien Mizdow. The Miz will join the Mizdow in his corner. And now main event. Well, what about this one? Daniel Bryan is the newest member of SmackDown. He teams up with Brock Lesnar to face Bray Wyatt, our IC champion, and Kevin Owens, the World Heavyweight Champion. Now that is going to be a big match indeed, ladies and gentlemen. So we will go ahead and see what the results were on our earlier matchups. So we have the New Day versus the Wyatt family. It is going to be the New Day picking up the victory over the Wyatts. So a huge win for their new show, the new brand. So that's a big win for the New Day. Cena versus the Big Show. It is going to be John Cena picking up the victory. Cena trying to rebuild after his loss against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Golden Stardust versus the Usos. Golden Stardust pick up the win. Okay, so that's a big one for them, trying to regroup and kind of rebuild themselves here in this tag division on SmackDown. And Christian versus Damien Mizdow. Christian picks up the victory. So now we'll go and play Jack Swagger versus Neville. So here we go, the former Intercontinental Champion Jack Swagger going one-on-one with Neville. And of course, Jack Swagger, he had his rematch clause for the Intercontinental Championship that he lost at the Elimination Chamber. He had his rematch clause at the WrestleMania pay-per-view in a Fatal 4-Way matchup, and it wasn't exactly a great night for Jack Swagger. He couldn't get the win, and unfortunately, well, he's no longer the #1 contender. But a lot of new blood here on SmackDown now, but Jack Swagger still wants to keep his claim as one of the top stars here on SmackDown, and as one of the top contenders for that championship that he wants to win back, that Intercontinental Championship that Bray Wyatt currently holds. So Swagger looking to pick up a victory over Neville tonight, who I believe could be the next Intercontinental Champion in my personal opinion. I think Neville has what it takes to make things click here on SmackDown. And Jack Swagger's getting ready for Neville to come out now, and here comes the man that gravity forgot, the newest SmackDown superstar who came in from the draft. Neville is here. And of course, Neville tried his hand in the tag team division on Raw, didn't have much success, tried to beat Dolph Ziggler. Really, nobody can beat Dolph Ziggler, so of course, Neville didn't have much success there either. So he's here on SmackDown, and arguably a little bit of a weaker division here on SmackDown. I think he can really kind of shine and prosper here. He's got a really good chance to grow and really develop into something big right here on SmackDown. But he has to get through Jack Swagger here first tonight, and I think Neville really has what it takes. I think Neville can put things together and get things right here on SmackDown. It was obviously a very tough division. Trying to get through Dolph Ziggler was never going to work. He had a couple of chances at the US Championship. Things didn't work out the way he wanted it to go. But here tonight on SmackDown, in his SmackDown debut, he has a chance to make things right and kind of set his career in the right path. He's locking up right now with Jack Swagger, who Swagger has the arm of Neville. And Neville takes it back, and has that arm of Swagger, puts it behind his head, and takes him down. So Jack Swagger, big chance for him here as well. I mean, you know, he loses against Bray Wyatt, loses that championship at WrestleMania, his opportunity to win that one back, he lost. So I think Jack Swagger, I still think he has a lot of potential. I still think he has a chance to kind of regroup, rebuild, and perhaps win that championship back. And he kind of lost it in pretty easy fashion, let's be honest. Many say that Swagger, the only reason why he won the championship was because of Zeb Coulter being ringside for his matchup against Dean Ambrose before the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Jack Swagger had Zeb Coulter basically, you know, interfere many, many times, and Swagger won the championship because of interference, let's be honest. But Swagger, he had a chance to kind of prove that he was, you know, the rightful champion, that he deserved to be champion, and he couldn't do that against Bray Wyatt. So Swagger has a chance here tonight to kind of win on his own. He and Zeb Coulter still together, but Swagger wanted to go out there here tonight and try and pick up a victory on his own. He won that Fatal 4-Way, so that's obviously a great start for him. Here's a count of 6. Neville has to get back in the ring. Count of 7. And Neville has all the speed in the world. One of the fastest superstars here in the WWE. And he's easily able to get back in the ring in the nick of time. Jack Swagger, elbow right there to Neville. And here we go with a suplex. Belly to belly. More of a belly-to-belly slam, I should say. And Neville gets back to his feet with a kick to Swagger's head and follows it up with a drop kick as well. But Swagger's still on his feet thanks to the ropes. And now Neville. What's he going here? Bounces on the ropes and takes down Jack Swagger. Well, that's a nice move there by Neville. And that's what he's all about here, ladies and gentlemen. A cover here. Swagger kicks out at 2. That's what Neville's all about. He has the speed, he has the quickness, he has the agility. Like none other. Neville really has the skills. And the thing is, he just needs to put them together. He just hasn't been able to find the missing component of his game. And Swagger now, gut wrench. Neville with the counter. And now Neville will launch Swagger into the corner. And what's he got planned here? Jack Swagger launched onto the top rope. And Neville's also deceivingly strong as well. He's a small man, but he can certainly go pound to pound, match up with most guys here as well. And a huge move off the top rope. Swagger sent flying. Now the cover. This might put Swagger away. 2. And he kicks out. So Neville, you know, he's a bit of a hybrid, you know, he can do a bit of everything, can't he? Obviously, his speed and quickness is his specialty, and certainly flying off the top rope is one as well. Swagger in trouble. Neville flying off the top. Oh, yes, Neville with a moonsault off the top rope. But he didn't go for the cover, and oh, swept off his feet, and that may cost Neville a chance to put Swagger away there. So the Smackdown Intercontinental Championship division right now, I mean, like we said a little bit earlier, it's a little bit weaker. You know, it's been renowned for being a little bit weaker. Obviously, Raw has a plethora of great stars over there, but Neville joining the ranks here on SmackDown with the likes of Fandango, Big Show, Christian, I suppose you can add in there as well. You know, Bray Wyatt, and Xavier Woods, he's also here now. Big E, Kofi Kingston, they can jump in there too. I think there's a number of guys there now that can really make this division quite interesting right now. And obviously the tag team division is what a lot of guys here on SmackDown are aiming to accomplish here. But an opportunity to kind of develop into something bigger is on the rise here. And certainly as single stars here on SmackDown, the opportunity is right there. Neville couldn't pick up the win there. Swagger kicking out again, but Neville in control of this matchup right now. Swagger struggling a little bit. And perhaps he's kind of... Oh, Swagger takes... Oh, no, he didn't. Tried to take down Neville. Gets countered. Swagger probably still feeling the effects of his big matchup on main event earlier in the week. Suplex there by Neville. Neville taking a page out of Jack Swagger's book, hitting a suplex that Jack Swagger has kind of made really a part of his moveset, you know, the strongest component of it, all those suplexes that he can hit. Now Neville going to go for another one with a German suplex there to Jack Swagger. So Neville in control of this matchup right now. Jack Swagger could be in some trouble. What's Neville thinking about doing here? Perhaps that top rope? No, he's going to take a chance for a bit of a breather. Perhaps not a bad idea. These two men have been giving it their all right now as Neville coming after Swagger again. And uh-oh. Neville's going to try and take down Swagger. So perhaps the winner of this one could be the next man in line for that Intercontinental Championship matchup against Bray Wyatt. We don't know who will be his next contender. That is certainly up in the air. And really, it's all about who picks up the most amount of victories here. Swagger picking one up on main event. But a victory here against Neville will make it 2 from 2 and really kind of put Jack Swagger back in the driver's seat for that opportunity against Bray Wyatt. But if Neville can pick up a win here, then that will throw his name in the mix. And I think that's Neville's kind of dream and goal right now, really to try and establish himself here on SmackDown. Didn't work out for him on Raw, but I don't think he never really gave his singles run more of a great chance. You know, he kind of was a tag team guy, became a singles guy for a little bit, but then he ran back to Sami Zayn again to try and compete as a tag team guy. Nice suplex there by Jack Swagger, showing Neville how it's done. But he never really gave himself long enough of a chance, in my opinion, to really shine and prosper as a singles guy. Now he has no choice. There's no Sami Zayn to fall back on. It's all Neville by himself, and we'll truly see how good Neville really is here on the blue brand. Swagger now has Neville. Might be looking for another suplex. Grabs the leg. Oh! Instead of going for the suplex, he turns it into a neck breaker, and now he's going to go outside the ring. Perhaps Swagger wants to take a bit of a breather outside. I'm not sure what he's thinking. And that seems as though what he's going to do right now. Doesn't really seem that interested in going back in the ring. Neville's going to follow him out there. Counter one now by the referee. And a shot there by Swagger. Big right hand. Neville countering now with a left hand of his own. Has Swagger, and he's going to go for a suplex. Snap suplex there to the outside. Doing some strong damage to the outside of the ring there by Neville on Jack Swagger. Right hand there by Neville. And uh-oh. Neville again. Has Swagger. And this time a bit of hang time on that suplex as he sends him down. Neville again stomping away, continuing the assault. The count is continuing. The referee up to a count of 6 now. Jack Swagger's, he's dazzled, he's dazed, a little bit stunned, doesn't know where the hell he is. Count of 7. Swagger's got to get back in the ring. Well, he looks very frustrated with himself right now. Count of 8. Jack, you got to get back in the ring. A count of 8. You're running out of time. Count of 9. And Swagger doesn't want anything to do with this match. He's not going to get back in the ring. And he's lost. The count of 10. Jack Swagger doesn't want to get back in. And it's a count-out victory for Neville. Well, who would have thought? Neville picks up the win by a count-out. Jack Swagger wanted nothing to do with Neville here tonight. He was getting dominated by Neville, and he had enough. He's walked away. And Jack Swagger couldn't beat Neville here tonight. And Neville picks up a much-needed victory for his career. And it's a great start for Neville right here on Smackdown. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event. It is going to be Daniel Bryan teaming up with Brock Lesnar to take on the World Heavyweight Champion Kevin Owens and the Intercontinental Champion Bray Wyatt. It's a star-studded matchup here tonight. Daniel Bryan making his return to Smackdown here tonight after being drafted over from Raw. Daniel Bryan, well, what a year that he had over on Raw. Actually, it was more of a year and a half on Raw. Bryan had a kind of long time there on Raw without much success at all. Never won the big one, and never really had that many opportunities. His last real chance that he had was at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. It was the first time he had a one-on-one matchup for the WWE Championship, and Daniel Bryan could not beat Seth Rollins on that occasion. He's hoping for better things here on SmackDown. And here comes his partner, the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, it is set in stone. This match is official. Brock Lesnar will go one-on-one with Kevin Owens at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view in an Extreme Rules matchup. That is going to be huge. And that will be taking place in a couple of weeks. And that is going to be one hell of a matchup. Brock Lesnar, Kevin Owens, the fastest rising superstar in Universe Mode history. Kevin Owens one-on-one with the Beast Incarnate, the former WWE Champion, the longest reigning champion in the history of Universe Mode, the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Now that is a match that you cannot miss. It takes place at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. For more information about Extreme Rules, visit the website BrendenPlayz.com. The Extreme Rules page is now live, and you can go see the match card of Extreme Rules as it kind of unfolds. There'll be more matches being released as we find them out. The Beast looks ready to go here tonight. He didn't beat Roman Reigns on Raw, which was certainly frustrating. You know, he got pinned by Roman Reigns after hitting the spear, and it was Paul Heyman who really got himself involved, kind of screwing Lesnar around a little bit on that matchup. So here comes their opponents. First, it is Bray Wyatt. And this should be a good one. Bray Wyatt, the new Intercontinental Champion, he's held it since the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, and his first title defense was at WrestleMania. He's held on to it, and it was a tough matchup, a fatal four-way, but Bray Wyatt was good enough to pick up the win, and now he's looking to really make himself into a formidable champion and really try and become one of the top guys here on SmackDown. I think Bray Wyatt has all the tools to do it, and Bray Wyatt almost did it late last year. He almost became a breakout superstar in his own right, but he just missed something. I just don't know. And I think he's trying to align himself with Chris Jericho. He kind of became a sidekick with Jericho. Didn't really give himself an opportunity to shine, I think. And unfortunately for Bray, the wins didn't really come all that frequent, and he kind of fell away a little bit from there. So Bray Wyatt is out here tonight, and we are ready to go as our World Heavyweight Champion, Kevin Owens. Well, Kevin Owens himself suffered his first one-on-one loss, but he didn't get pinned or submitted. Luckily for Kevin Owens on Raw, Dean Ambrose managed to escape the cage and pick up the win over Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens, though, he won't care about that one too much. He only cares about that championship around his waist. And at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, Brock Lesnar versus Kevin Owens. That is going to be huge. That is one that you cannot miss. As I said earlier before, Kevin Owens, his first championship defense after defeating CM Punk at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship and ending the career of CM Punk in the process. This one's underway now, and an arm drag down. Down goes Bray Wyatt. A good start for the matchup here for Daniel Bryan. So just on Kevin Owens, if you didn't see WrestleMania, it was Kevin Owens versus CM Punk one-on-one. It was Kevin Owens, the fastest rising rookie, the fastest rising superstar in SmackDown history. And I say that because it was just 2 months ago that Kevin Owens debuted, probably 3 months nearly now. 2 or 3 months ago that Kevin Owens debuted just after the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Kevin Owens came in and he immediately made a huge impact by walking out, looking CM Punk straight in the eye, and basically telling the whole entire world that that championship that Punk had on his shoulder, around his waist, was coming to Kevin Owens' way. And Kevin Owens qualified for the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, won the Elimination Chamber matchup, and that made him the #1 contender. And then, of course, at WrestleMania, one-on-one against CM Punk, CM Punk, he wanted to kind of prove to the world that he was still the best in the world, and he believed in his own mind that if he put his career on the line, you know, that perhaps might help him, you know, win this matchup even more. CM Punk, his whole reasoning was because he didn't want to stick around. If he couldn't beat Kevin Owens, that meant that he was no longer the best in the world, and CM Punk did not want to remain here on SmackDown if he was not the best. And CM Punk is no longer here thanks to Kevin Owens ending the career of Punk. Kevin Owens now in there with Daniel Bryan stomping away. Not only did Kevin Owens beat CM Punk, after the matchup, Kevin Owens hit a powerbomb and laid out CM Punk as well. The package pile driver as well on Kevin Owens, by Kevin Owens on CM Punk, just making a huge statement that Kevin Owens has officially taken over SmackDown. SmackDown is Owens, I guess, and you're going to have to fight for your life to try and take it away from him. Kevin Owens now, wait a minute, off the second rope. Oh, Owens off the second rope! Well, that's what he's all about. He's a big man, but he can do things that big men should not be able to do, like fly off the second rope, just like he did there. And that is very impressive from Kevin Owens. Bray Wyatt back into this matchup as Daniel Bryan sent down with a suplex there by our Intercontinental Champion, Bray Wyatt. Daniel Bryan needs a big victory here tonight, but ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be back in a moment after this little commercial break. Oh, wait a minute. Cover here by Bryan, trying to put Bray away, kick out. We will be back with more tag team action right here on SmackDown after this. Vote on this year's Slammy Awards by visiting BrendenPlayz.com/forums and vote now to have your say on everything that's happened throughout the past year of Universe Mode, including Superstar of the Year, Pay-Per-View of the Year, and more. See the link in the description down below. We're back here on SmackDown as Daniel Bryan has Bray Wyatt up on his shoulders, spinning him around. It's been really all Daniel Bryan in the ad break. Daniel Bryan dominating Bray Wyatt at the moment, who needs to try and get back to his feet as Bryan looks to try and put Bray Wyatt away. A big victory for Daniel Bryan on his SmackDown return would be huge for him as, Bray Wyatt launches him across the ring. Obviously trying to build some momentum for Bryan, who's had really a tough number of weeks, that's for sure. Sheamus has kind of been bothering Daniel Bryan over the past couple of months. He and Sheamus have had a couple of battles back and forth. You know, they had a triple threat matchup just before WrestleMania. Sheamus attacking Daniel Bryan before the matchup and trying to take him out of the equation. And Sheamus, of course, stole Daniel Bryan's WrestleMania matchup. It was going to be the pre-show matchup where Daniel Bryan would represent Raw to face Batista from SmackDown for an opportunity to earn his brand their draft pick. But as it turned out, Daniel Bryan, he had the match won. He took out Randy Orton, and then Sheamus came in and stole the pinfall from Daniel Bryan. And then, of course, Daniel Bryan was quite pissed off, and he attacked Sheamus at WrestleMania to try and send a bit of a message to the Celtic Warrior as he sends down Bray Wyatt off the top rope. So Daniel Bryan and Sheamus, you just get the feeling the situation between these two isn't quite over yet, but unfortunately Daniel Bryan has shifted over to SmackDown, so perhaps we won't see the end of, we will not actually see those two meet one-on-one, unfortunately. But it is Brock Lesnar now. Oh, and a suplex there to Bray Wyatt. So Lesnar now in the ring, coming up against Bray Wyatt, the #1 contender Brock Lesnar for Kevin Owens' championship versus our IC champion Bray Wyatt. So this is a chance for Bray Wyatt to really show us that he's ready to hang with the big boys here on SmackDown. I personally believe Bray has been there for quite some time, but Bray Wyatt's kind of taken a bit of a step back. We've seen the Intercontinental Championship and how good this championship has been to the likes of Dean Ambrose. And Bray Wyatt himself, you could argue that he was another guy who really used this championship originally when he had it the first time to kind of elevate himself. But now Bray Wyatt's taken a bit of a step back. He's looking to win this championship and hold it for a while now to try and get himself back to the top, because he was there for a little bit of time, but unfortunately he was not able to stay there. So now Bray Wyatt in some trouble here. Brock Lesnar had the legs wrapped around Bray Wyatt's head. Kevin Owens and Daniel Bryan beating the hell out of each other outside the ring there as well. Daniel Bryan getting back to his side of the ring. Kevin Owens back on the apron himself. Bray Wyatt, a big uppercut there on Brock Lesnar. So Bray Wyatt now a two-time Intercontinental Champion. He's been quite successful. Of course, his Wyatt family was originally tag team champions as well. So the Wyatt family are looking to kind of revitalize themselves and kind of get themselves to the top of the tag team division here on SmackDown once again. And unfortunately, a loss earlier on tonight against the New Day is going to make things a lot harder for them going forward. Shot there by Bray Wyatt to Lesnar in the corner. Kevin Owens is watching on as well. And Kevin Owens, takes down Lesnar and throws him over the top rope, helping out his tag team partner. So Bray Wyatt getting a bit of a helping hand there by Kevin Owens. So who said that Kevin Owens only cares about himself? He's showing a bit of care, a bit of thought there for Bray Wyatt. And now Bray Wyatt launching Lesnar back into the ring now. Daniel Bryan tried to get a cheap shot there on Bray Wyatt, but he missed. Bray and Lesnar battling back and forth. And taken down there by Brock Lesnar. So Kevin Owens, what a run he's had. But really the question is, now that he's a champion, now that he's actually won it, how good will he be? How long can he keep this championship for? I tell you what, I think Kevin Owens has the ability to hold this championship all year. That's how good Kevin Owens is, but we will truly see how good he is when he goes one-on-one against Brock Lesnar, who's had so much success. Smackdown, he's yet to finally win the big one. The Beast, he's raring to go. He's an animal. He's been locked inside of a cage for a long time, and he's ready to be unleashed. And Daniel Bryan off the top rope unleashes himself there as well. So the Beast is ready to go, and at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, Kevin Owens better be ready, otherwise that championship that he holds around his waist so tightly will be gone and going back into the hands of the Beast. Daniel Bryan, big kick there to Bray Wyatt. This might be it. All those kicks there to Bray Wyatt, this could be it. The cover! Yes, he got him! Daniel Bryan picks up the win, and Lesnar took out Kevin Owens, and Bray Wyatt unable to kick out, and there you go. Daniel Bryan's picked up a win against our Intercontinental Champion, Bray Wyatt. What a night for Daniel Bryan. What a way to return here to SmackDown. A huge win for him. Daniel Bryan, well, welcome back to the blue brand. He picks up the win over Bray Wyatt, and Brock Lesnar sends a little bit of a statement to Kevin Owens here tonight with this victory in this tag team matchup. Kevin Owens better be ready, because the Beast is coming, and a victory here tonight has just given the Beast a little bit more confidence. He struggled, of course, on Raw. He didn't quite get that win against Roman Reigns, but he's fired back here tonight with a tag team victory here with Daniel Bryan. So that will certainly do the Beast a lot of favors heading in towards the Extreme Rules pay-per-view as these two men celebrate. Daniel Bryan and Brock Lesnar pretty happy with themselves. And now Lesnar and Bryan can turn their attentions towards the future. Lesnar, of course, the title shot. Daniel Bryan, perhaps a shot at... whoa. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on. That's Sheamus. Sheamus coming towards the ring. Lesnar's gotten the hell out of there because this is about Daniel Bryan and Sheamus. Sheamus is out for revenge. He brought the kendo stick with him. Daniel Bryan and Sheamus going back and forth, but it is Daniel Bryan with the advantage here. And Sheamus hitting back. And Bryan against the ropes, and a bro kick right to the head. The bro kick by Sheamus to Daniel Bryan, and now the kendo stick. Daniel Bryan in some trouble. The kendo stick right between the eyes. Sheamus sending a statement here tonight to Daniel Bryan. Of course, at WrestleMania, Bryan taking out Sheamus in the pre-show. Sheamus wants some revenge, even though Sheamus, he's not a SmackDown superstar. He's invaded here tonight. And Daniel Bryan has been busted open by Sheamus. Sheamus, he's not quite done yet with Daniel Bryan. He's got some unfinished business to attend to. And now, look out, Daniel Bryan. He's in real trouble now. Sheamus, oh my goodness. Sheamus, what a statement he is sending here tonight. So just when Daniel Bryan thought that things were going his way now, a new fresh start, an old enemy makes an appearance and destroys it all. Sheamus here tonight sends a huge statement. Do you want to see Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan one-on-one in Extreme Rules? Let me know in the comment section down below. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy this episode of Universe Mode, let's try and get this crazy goal. Last episode, we got a fair few amount of likes. Let's try and one-up that one. But, last episode we asked for 7 likes. This episode, we are asking for 10 likes. If we can get that, I will upload the next episode of Universe Mode very, very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy this episode, make sure you do subscribe. Check out the Slammy Awards. And, of course, make sure you have a great day. And I'll see you all next episode.